Hello, English Journal readers! Welcome to our February edition of Ask Kimberly. This month, here's our question. How should I manage subordinates who are too careful and spend too much time planning? I'd like them to start projects more swiftly and boldly. Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? Think about a hunting metaphor. If you're hunting and you want to shoot an animal so you can eat it for dinner, normally the most skilled marksman will do like this. Ready, aim, fire. So those 3 steps are a good guide to how we should perform in the business world. But here's what some people do. Ready, aim, 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 and never fire. Or fire too late. Meanwhile, the deer is walking away, and now you don't have anything to eat for dinner. This is what happens in the business world. Now, why do your people do that? They probably have a good reason. Let's start from inside. Maybe they lack confidence. Maybe they're anxious and afraid that they cannot do the job properly. Or maybe they're protecting themselves. You know, sometimes in the business world, people are penalized or punished for making mistakes, taking risks that don't work out. These failures teach us not to take risks, and they make us hesitate to take action. And so delays from over-planning can result. But unfortunately, planning more does not always improve the results. This is called the law of diminishing returns. Doing more planning does not create more benefit or a greater chance of success. And the delays from over-planning can actually increase the risk, especially in the case of quickly changing industry or that deer that's walking away from you when you're hunting. What's the solution? Get your people to be agile. What is agile? Flexible, adaptable. This is a new kind of project management approach that I've been using for many years, even before it was called Agile. Here's a handy way to remember this term. A-G-I-L-E. Anticipate change. That's what A stands for. We know things are going to change. Let's not be surprised by it. Plan for change. Generate confidence. Help people be prepared to face the challenges. Let them know that you have confidence in them. Assure them that of course there's uncertainty, of course there's risk, of course there will be mistakes, and you're confident in them. And that builds their own confidence in themselves. The #1 way to improve performance in your employees is to build their confidence. So A-G-I, initiate action. Don't ready, aim, 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 aim. Ready, aim, fire. And if you miss, you can fire again. Liberate your thinking. Open your mind and let in some sunlight, some new ideas. And then frequently check the results. Don't wait until the end of a long project. Check the results all along the way and course correct depending on the feedback. This leads me to my next advice. Experiment. Prototype. Don't perfect. This approach is common in the innovation world. What it means is look at the first phase of your project as an experiment, just a test. It's not the final version. Approach it with an open mind, being flexible, agile. Keep in mind that you're going to learn a lot through the first actions that you take. For example, if you want to open an office in Singapore, you would not immediately sign a 5-year lease on an expensive building in the heart of the business district. No. You would call a dozen of your customers who do business in Singapore. You would get introductions to their people in Singapore. You'd send one person to stay in a cheap hotel for a couple of weeks and meet with potential clients and get a feeling for the environment, meet business owners, attend professional meetings, and the like. And then when you came back to your home country, you would look at the results and you would make a better plan and think about the next steps. So this is what I mean. Experiment, prototype. Don't wait for perfection in your plan. Get going and get learning. Now, I'm not encouraging the opposite extreme. Some people don't do any planning. Instead of ready, aim, fire, or ready, aim, 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 it's fire, fire, fire all the time. And these are, of course, the firefighters. And they're always fighting fires. What does that mean? They're always in crisis, have some kind of emergency. And you know what? Usually, they're the ones who started the fire. So naturally, this approach, this agile approach, isn't appropriate for every situation. If you only have one chance to get something right, you need to do very careful and thorough planning. But frequently, we have a chance to experiment, prototype, get feedback, make changes, and do a better job in phase 2. That is how innovation happens, and that's called failing forward. Failing forward in the direction of your goals, making mistakes and learning along the way. You want your people to be like that? Demonstrate it in your own behavior. Experiment and prototype, and when you do fail, fail forward in the direction of your goals.